What's up, guys? Motonosity here. First of all, I wanted to apologize for not getting this out on Thursday. I had originally recorded this a couple days ago, and after putting the video on my computer, realized that I had the video sideways. So on the Drift HD170, the camera that I use, it's got a rotatable lens on the front, so you can mount it in different positions. So I have it mounted on the top of my helmet, but I've been doing jet ski videos and had turned it so that I could mount it on the side of my head with the band that comes with it. And I left that on, or I left it rotated, and so the video I had on my motorcycle was rotated, so I didn't want to have a portrait video uploaded. So re-recorded it and then went to edit it and realized that I had left the mic sensitivity way up, which distorted all the audio. So I use, with my helmet, I use an external mic that connects to the camera, and then it wires down into my helmet so that there's good audio. But for the jet ski, I wasn't using the external mic, I was just using the one built in to the camera. And so for that, you have to turn since when I'm on my motorcycle, the mic's in the helmet, so I turn the mic sensitivity way down since it's right next to my mouth. But when I had it mounted on the side of my head, I had it turned way up so that I could still get the audio of my voice. So that ruined all the audio, and now I'm recording this for a third time. So last week, the video that you guys saw was actually recorded a little while ago. Luckily I had it because on Tuesday my bike stopped working. Took it to work, went to get back on it in the evening after I left, and I turned the key and nothing happened. No lights, no dash illuminated, nothing, no sounds. So I figured it was the battery, because so on the ignition switch you have the on position, and then just to the left of that is the off position. And then when you park, you turn it like halfway around the ignition switch to a lock position, so you can lock the steering column, so that you have to have the key to undo the steering column. And then just barely past that, there is a parking lights setting. You turn it to that, and it turns the lights on the back of the motorcycle on. Why? I haven't found a use for this. I don't know why it's needed. There's no parking lights option on a car. If you want the lights on, you turn on the lights. I suppose the lights are always on the motorcycle, so you can't really distinctively turn or purposefully turn on the rear lights without turning on the parking setting. But anyways, so if you just barely accidentally turn it past that lock setting, you turn on the lights. And the only way for you to know you turned it on is to either look at it, which you rarely do because you think you're putting it in a lock position, or look at the lights on the back of the bike. Anyways, so I figured it was that. I figured I had actually put the parking lights on in the morning, and the battery had drained, and so that's why nothing was happening. So I have a battery charger, because this has happened to me before. Put the battery on the battery charger, left it on there for during work the next day, and put it back in the bike, and nothing happened. Same exact thing, turn the key and nothing. Um, so, wasn't the battery. The next thing I looked at was the ignition fuse, which is this little, at least on this one, it's this little green switch. There's a plug, and then sometimes that can, sometimes that fuse can blow. So it's actually common on this for it to eventually happen. So I figured it was that. Looked at it, and there was nothing wrong with it. So I looked around at the connections between the battery and everything, and I didn't see any issues. So I ended up taking it into a shop, and what it ended up being was this, I gotta switch lanes, I don't want to wait on this bus. Being the ignition cable that comes out of the ignition switch. So, he said there's no way to determine exactly what caused it, but one of the things that can cause it is turning the steering column too much. And what can happen is it pinches the cable and breaks it. So that's what happened. The ignition cable was broken, so that even though I was turning the ignition or the key on the ignition switch, it wasn't doing anything because there is no connection. So usually you would just replace that part. Instead, he did his own fix and bypassed that so that there's less chance of that happening. He used a really thick cable, so instead of using the stock cable, which could just eventually just break again, he did his own fix, which was cheaper and better, and so now that's fixed. So yeah, just wanted to go over some of the things I checked for when I first, upon realizing that my bike wouldn't do anything. So if by chance you're finding this video and your bike won't turn on, those are definitely some good things to check. I know those aren't necessarily going to be all of the possibilities for your bike not starting, but it's a good place to start if you're having those problems. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick update on what's going on with me, and complain about this stupid parking light option. I really, really hate it. I don't know why they include it, and if you're gonna include it, don't freaking stick it right past the lock position, so that if you turn it just barely too far without noticing, you turn on the lights and then kill your battery. So definitely get in the habit of checking that when you get off your bike, to make sure that you don't turn it too far. You'll get in the habit of not turn. I haven't done it since this first time I did it, in the first couple weeks I got my bike, just because I didn't know it was there. So yeah, just check that. You'll get in the habit of not turning it on. So that's that. Be sure to subscribe so you can get all my future videos. I'll make sure to upload videos every Thursday like I always try to do. Sorry for this one. Only exception is next week. I'm going to be gone without a computer, so I won't be able to upload a video. At least I don't think I will. So if I don't have one for you guys next Thursday, I will make sure to get one for you when I get back on that Monday, I guess. I think it's July 2nd, maybe. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. If you liked the video, throw a like down there at the bottom. Show people that my videos aren't total crap. And I will see you guys next week. Have a good weekend.